People often describe Adelaide as the most boring city in Australia, but we think this actually extremely underrated and that tourists just don't know the best things to do.
We lived in Adelaide for a year, and so we've tried all the activities and sights it has to offer. In this video, we're going to show you our top 5 favourites in no particular order.
The first activity you should do if you've just arrived in Adelaide is to visit the Morialta Conservation Park and do one of the walking trails. This is a must-do for those new to Australia, as the park is home to a lot of Aussie nature and wildlife, such as koalas, kangaroos, different bird species, and many more cool and unique animals.
To get here, you can drive your own car or take the bus from the city, which is very easy and only takes around 25 minutes. The different paths you can do vary in difficulty and length depending on how long you want to spend here. Alternatively, you can drive your car up to the top if you don't want to walk and you still get a great view.
The site offers a small cafe as well as a children's play area and toilets. Other than the animals, the main highlight of the park is the waterfall, which flows during the winter months and periods of high rainfall. You can get some great views of the city and the ocean if you reach the top of the trail too.
The next activity we recommend is visiting Chinatown, which offers many different places to eat. Our favourite restaurant there is called Dumpling King, which has a really big menu and is fairly cheap and really good quality. There are also a few dessert shops and many options for a sweet treat. If you come to Adelaide, an evening spent in Chinatown is a must.
Thirdly, Adelaide is a great place for shopping as it has all the facilities you need. Rundle Mall has all the best Australian retail shops, as well as multiple food courts, supermarkets and coffee shops. A place you need to visit whilst you're here is the iconic Hague's chocolates, which if you're lucky you can get a free sample.
Also, keep an eye out for street performers throughout the mall, as there are often people singing or doing stunts throughout the area. Near to Rundle Mall, there is a bakery called Bakehouse. This has been our favourite bakery for the year and we have visited here every week. The scones here are great as well as the donuts. Make sure to visit if you get the chance.
The next activity you need to do is visit Henley Beach, which is only a short bus journey away from the CBD. There are loads of things to keep you occupied here, with multiple restaurants, bars, cafes and shops, so you can spend the whole day here if you want to. Henley is a great place to swim and relax in the sun, but be careful not to swim too deep as sharks have been spotted before.
We visit Henley for the great sunsets, and it is an amazing place in Adelaide to watch the sun go down. There are plenty of food options such as fish and chips and ice cream. Our favourite restaurant here is called Seymour's and it has great pizza and pasta. Over the year we have collected shells from this beach and then we threw them back into the ocean before leaving Adelaide.
So after you've done all the activities in Adelaide, it's time to reward yourself with a nice meal and a few cocktails. Adelaide has a great selection of restaurants and bars and is particularly popular for the wine produced in the hills. There are many wine bars to choose from.
On our final night in Adelaide, we chose a restaurant called Fugazi, which we highly recommend as the food was unreal. There are a few different streets which are good for bars such as Perry Street, Lee Street and Henley Street. The best nights to visit these are Thursday, Friday and Saturday. You'll have a great time if you go.
So those were some of our favourite things to do in Adelaide after spending a year living here. If you have any questions, ask them below or message us on Instagram.
We'd love to know if you managed to visit any of these places and tell us what you think of them. Like and subscribe and see you in the next one.
Bye!